Hey everybody, and welcome back to Farmboy's Garage. I know I haven't put out a video in a while, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick shop update. If you've been following me along on my other channel, Farmboy 30117, you'll know that I have picked up a cab to replace the damaged cab on my stepson's project truck. So we got it in here. All my shelves are pretty well full in here now, and I'm gonna get started on this cab. This is gonna all be posted to my Farmboy 30117 channel because I've been posting the videos of this truck on there, unfortunately. But anyway, in order to work on this cab, I've had to do some stuff that I wasn't really planning on doing, like running air and reinstalling my air compressor and all, and the cooler. A little bit different spot, but it works pretty good. Got me a couple shelves, a couple of cabinets up. Now these cabinets, this one is for my batteries and battery chargers. So I've got all my battery chargers up here, and I drilled a couple of holes in it and run these. I don't know if y'all can see it. Run these things right like that. It pops in the holes, 2-inch hole. So I got a couple of those up here, one on each side, and that's all running down here to this what you call it, power outlet thing. And of course all my batteries up there for everything. So that works out really well. This Gladiator, it actually came with the thing on the bottom that you run your hose cord through, and up over here to the plug. And this one is just gonna be, I ain't put anything in it, but I'm gonna put my sanding supplies and all in here. Right now it's just got a bunch of junk where I've been working. When I installed this air compressor, I did have an issue with the automatic blowdown valve. Was stopped up, and apparently got stopped up. It looks like mud, but it's probably rust. And of course I cleaned it out a little bit, but it needs washing out good. So I just took it off and blowed out all that crud, just using that manual valve down there. And I think I probably end up just leaving it like it is, because when I had this blowdown hooked up and plugged in, every time it'd go off, I'd about jump out of my skin. So it's kind of scary when you ain't expecting it. So I'll probably leave it like it is. I got my inlet and outlet to my cooler hooked up. It comes down, then it goes, loops around and goes through this filter. And then from the filter, it just goes up to a T where it splits. One side comes over this 3/8 valve right here, and the other side goes to a 1/2-inch valve, quick connect, that I use for painting. I like the bigger quick connect for painting because you get more airflow. So that's why. And I think what I'm probably going to end up doing, I had this winch hooked up to lift this cab off the trailer, and it's just pretty much just bolts on to the post with 2 bolts right here. I think I'm just going to take it off and I'll leave that shackle up there and just undo it all, because it's really in the way and it's easy to hit and get hurt on. So it comes off pretty easy. I'm just going to remove it for right now. I don't think I'm going to need it for now. When I get started on this cab, I'll probably start with the roof, because the roof's in a lot worse shape than I thought. Got a lot of hail damage, looks like. So it's going to take a lot of work, but the cab's in actually pretty good shape. So as far as outside, we've had just tons and tons and tons of rain, at least 3 or 4 inches over the last couple days, and it's just a muddy mess. So as far as outside the shop, I've got 1 coat of paint on this side and 1 coat of white on this corner right here. And that's as far as the white I got. I was trying to get this painted so I can rerun my water line down, and I didn't really want to use this style with just the pipe sticking out of the ground, even though really I haven't had any issues with it freezing. I kind of like the frostless kind. So I picked up one of these from Amazon, and it is a tall one. I didn't realize how tall it was, but it's supposed to bury 4 feet and leave you 2.5 feet, 27.5 inches, excuse me, 27.5 inches above ground. So this thing is 4 foot, over 6 foot. Right? So it's 48 and 27.5 inches tall. So 18 inches here is basically where our frost line is. And I think that's where that pipe, how deep that pipe's buried. So I'm gonna have a pretty good bit above ground. So it's supposed to be a good one. It was expensive, I know that. $128 I believe for that thing. Might have been $130, something like that. Hopefully I don't have any issues with it freezing. I will have to use some kind of supports to keep it from falling over. But we'll figure it out. Other than that, not much has changed as far as outside, because when it ain't raining, it's been cold. We've had maybe 2 or 3 pretty days so far this year. Today is actually a pretty nice day, considering it just kind of cleared up a little bit this evening at 67 degrees. Very, very humid. Tried to film this on my Canon camera, and of course it instantly fogged up, so I'm on my iPhone. So if the picture's a little bit shaky, that's why it's on my iPhone, if you can see. But that is the update, and got a lot of mess in here. It's gonna be kind of tight quarters working on this cab. You see it's pretty close to the front of that truck, and I've got to strip the front of this truck down to get to the cab of it, because I'm gonna have to take parts off it to put on this one. Well, this ain't as quite as nice a cab as I thought it was. After I got it home and got to really looking at it, we're gonna have to do some work to make it work. But anyway, follow me along on that project over there on Farmboy 30117. I'll leave a link down here in the bottom. And I'll take you to the starting over part 1. I've done 2 parts of that. The next one will be working on the cab. So thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That little notification bell lets you know when I post a new video. Until then, please rate, comment, subscribe if you can.